I think we just got outclassed. Credit to Duke, Coach Cutcliffe, that team, they just outplayed us. And we looked like a very poorly coached, very poorly prepared football team tonight, and it was disappointing. And so I've got to do a better job with our team, and we've got to do a better job of executing overall, and hopefully we'll find a way to do that before we get to next weekend. If we play like we did tonight, we'll have trouble beating anybody.
Coach, certainly you must have been frustrated over the two first half fumbles, one on the handoff and one on the pitch play.
Well, I'm disappointed in how often the ball was on the ground. The first two plays of the game, the ball was on the ground. We threw a hitch route, and he made the guy miss. Ball comes out, and it goes out of bounds. He's switching the ball from the inside arm to the outside arm, and we got to do a better job of coaching that and making sure it's where it needs to be and it's protected. And then the next play, we're carrying the ball across the front of our body, and it comes right out. Just fundamental things, not playing very well fundamentally. That's what's disappointing. We didn't sustain blocks. We didn't get off of blocks. We didn't take care of the ball. Didn't play very good fundamental football, and it's the responsibility of our coaches to get our guys to do that and then our guys to execute it.
Coach, in the first quarter, you had that 3rd and 5 play down at the Duke 25 or so, and you threw the ball deep in the left corner of the end zone. Did you see something as an opening that thought that was going to be a good opportunity?
We were, I can't remember the exact play or the drive. Did we go for it on 4th down?
You kicked the field goal and you missed it.
Okay, well, we probably were in a situation where we were in a field goal try situation and felt like we needed to hit a big play there, or I can't recall the exact scenario. My blood's boiling so much right now I can't really think straight. So, frankly, I'm trying to keep my cool as best as I can.
Coach, how do you build off a game like this? You're probably playing one of the best teams you can play all year. How do you build and learn off of this for next week?
Well, we got to play a lot better. They're certainly a very talented team, a well-coached football team, and we've got to perform better. We got to tackle better. As I said, we got to block and sustain blocks better. We've got to take care of the ball, and it doesn't matter talented or not. If you make those mistakes fundamentally, it's going to be very difficult to win. But credit to them. They ran the ball effectively against us, hit some big plays in the passing game, and made the plays they needed to, and controlled the ball and kept it away from us some too.
Your quarterback, Kelvin Hopkins, played virtually the whole game. Had some struggled at times, but he seemed to make some good throws in the second half.
He made some good plays. He made some good plays in the run game, and I thought made pretty good decisions for the most part. We didn't do a great job all the time of giving him a chance to get started with the ball, but the checks that we gave him, I thought he did a nice job. And as you said, he hit some passes. He was running for his life a little bit there at the end when they knew we were going to throw it, and took a sack. And I'd like for him not to do that, to give us a chance to get the ball in a little better field position for kicking the field goal that got blocked. But yeah.
And just going to ask you, you seem to get rotated your fullbacks pretty effectively tonight, one after another at certain times. How did you feel about that part of your running game?
I think all those guys are very capable runners. What was disappointing was to see the ball come out. We didn't lose a single fumble. We didn't have a fumble last year from that position. Not one ball came out of their hands and went to the ground. Tonight we had 2. And that we've got to fix. And that's us putting enough pressure on them to make them carry the ball correctly and do it right, and again, for them to execute it.
Terrific quarterback for Duke today. Tell us a little bit about the challenges of that passing game from Duke.
He's a great quarterback. They got great receivers. We didn't play our game, and they did. And that's about how it worked out.
And is it different playing a passing team and quarterback of that caliber? You may not see him as often, but is it really a challenge for you?
I mean, it's always a little more challenging when there's a really skilled guy in the pocket, but we played him last year. We did well against him, and I just don't think we played our best today, and he did. So he exploited our weaknesses, and they won.
You had a couple of big pass plays that defense gave up. Is that just something you have to work on, pass defense?
Yes, but I mean, we're not helping them. We weren't getting a good rush for the most part. My blitzes weren't that great. I mean, we got to put pressure on the quarterback so those kind of throws can't happen. But as a whole defense, we have to improve. So it's not really pointing fingers at any one sector of our defense.
What was kind of your plan going in on defense to tackle that very good Duke offense?
It's always to stop the run. That's the most important thing to us, which I don't know the stats, but I don't feel like we did that to how we wanted to do it. And then obviously we knew he was going to be a really good quarterback and he had weapons on the edge. So getting a good pass rush is going to be critical to helping our DBs, and we just got to get better and do that.
Certainly one of the best teams you're going to face all season. Is this the kind of game you learn something from, you grow from?
Absolutely. And this game's a catapult. We're going to come back and play the best game we've ever played since I've been here next week. I'm certain of it.
Anything else?
Ken took my question at the end there, so.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Cole. Appreciate it.
Yep, you got it.
All the times.
It was just a lot of fundamental things that we messed up, a lot of missed assignments, a lot of effort things, and foolish penalties that we had that kind of set us behind the chains and put us in bad situations where you don't want to get in, running the option and things like that. So, we just got to focus on the little things a little bit more and get better at those.
What happened on the first, fumble or mishandoff with Arnell? Anything special, unusual happen on that?
Not that I'm aware of. It was, they're a good team. They were at the ball all night, so it could have happened that way. He might have been down, things like that. They didn't see the camera angle, but there's no definite answer as to what happened exactly on that play.
What was the challenge the Duke defense was showing you? What was really strong about their defense?
They were really good sideline to sideline. They had a lot of good speed going laterally. It was hard to get them reached on the O-line and get to the edge like we wanted to on certain plays. So that was definitely one of their strong suits. Just their lateral speed was just different.
Maybe just tell us about that 3rd and 5 play early on when you you were about the 25-yard line and you threw the pass down to Glenn in the left corner of the end zone. Tell us a little bit about that play.
It's just trying to get out of a bad situation. They kind of got us on the edge, boxed me in a little bit, just trying to get rid of it, put it in a safe place where we could preserve the right to kick. Like you said, it was 3rd and 5 on the 25. Rather than taking a sack, kind of making it a more challenging field goal, things like that. So just trying to put it in a safe place to keep the ball in our hands and give the kicker a chance to put it in.
You had a couple of completions in the second half, especially that one touchdown throw that you made.
Yeah, it was just part of the game plan, just playing within the game plan and things like that, and trying to make plays for the team. O-line was doing great. They gave me a lot of time consistently tonight. It was times where I didn't even get touched and things like that. So if we can keep playing like that and we just find, pick up the things that we need to work on, we'll be fine.
Were the 21 passes part of the game plan, or was that by necessity just to get back in?
I wouldn't say it was a part of the game plan. It was just playing within our strengths at the time. Like I said, their defense moving laterally and things like that, the things we wanted to do weren't exactly what didn't turn out how we wanted to. They were moving fast laterally, couldn't get them reach blocked and things like that. But our pass game was working. O-line was killing it. They were giving us time and things like that. So we just kind of went with what was hot at the moment.
Any last questions?
Just Kelvin, what do you think you'll learn from playing a game like this, playing virtually the entire game? What did you learn from it?
Just adversity. Just as a team, we got to go out and respond. Starting with practice tomorrow, just got to work on the little things, get better, and come back next week ready to go 1-0 next week.
Very good.